So we have one other set of differences, and the title words this time are thinking and feeling. And they're kind of funny words because sometimes people go, only this one thinks and only this one feels, but that isn't true. Everybody thinks and everybody feels. Those were just the title words that Dr. Jung thought were cool, and so we go along with those. When we look at those who have a preference for thinking, what they like to do is they say, I want a personal challenge. I want to say to myself, I can run 10 yards today. I can run 10 miles today. And they make whatever their challenge is just for them, and then they want to try and beat it. And then they want to try and make a new challenge and try and get that one done. So it becomes important for them to always set new goals that they can try and do well. They love to know why. And so they ask why a lot. And they need to understand why in order to follow along with the program or the task. So if they don't understand why somebody is doing something on their group or their team, they might go, well, why do we have to do that? Why is that important? And they aren't being trying to be challenging. They're just trying to truly know what's going on. They tend to be very direct, so they'll tell people the truth. And sometimes people will hear that in the wrong way. So if they were going to be real direct with me, they might say something like, that isn't a very pretty color on you. And others might say, oh, that might hurt her feelings. Don't say that. But what they're telling is the truth. So if it's not a very good color for me, I have a choice. I can go change and put on a different color. So they tell the truth as a way of helping their friends know what's the best choice to make. They love to solve problems. That's why you have the puzzles. They like to say, what can I do? How can I fix that? What needs to be done in order to make that right? They work very hard to be the best. And they're independent. They like to do things on their own so they know they can do it as well as they can. And they like to use analysis. They like to use logic to try to understand things. One of the things they're really good at is they are really good at seeing what's wrong first and then what's right. So they just might say like, well, you have a little bump in your shirt, but everything else about you is beautiful. But they notice what's wrong only, and they tell you so that you can fix it and make it right. Those who prefer the feeling preference tend to say they love cooperating with others. They love trusting others, and they want to help others, and they want others to help them in good ways. And they're sensitive to the feelings of others. So they might not say, oh, that's not a good color on you. They might say, that's a pretty jacket, but do you have some others that might be nice too? As a kind of soft way of telling me that it's not a good color. They work hard to do their best, and they make decisions that are based on what's important to them. So if they had a friend who wasn't a really good player on the team, like they might play volleyball in PE, but they thought it was important to have their friend be on the team with them, they wouldn't care about that. They would say, come on, you join us, because it was important to them that they help their friend rather than be the best team that could be on the field. Okay. And they like people to get along. They want people to tell them when they're doing a good job. And when somebody doesn't tell them, it becomes upsetting for them. They like some feedback, which is what I loved what you said earlier about, well, I just keep trying until they give it to me. And what they're good about is they notice what is right first and then what is wrong. So both types notice what is right and both types notice what is wrong. But it's which one did you notice first? Okay. So do you see yourself more as the problem solver who wants to ask why and who notices what's wrong? Or do you see yourself as the people person who wants to help others and is looking for all that cooperation and feedback with others?
Probably the second one.
Probably the second one? Okay. Go ahead and put a check mark by that one. And do you have a reason why that one sounds good for you?
Well, like before, I just keep trying, and I don't really like to judge other people.
You like to get that spirit of harmony working together.